Kathy Fensky, a friend of mine who teaches in the St. Louis area, penned a really nice setting for wind band. And the three movements you have, and I hope you hear it, the first movement is the crab, the second movement is the little dove flew away, and the third movement is spider monkeys. And it really gets the percussion involved, it gets the band involved in playing everything from a great groove to lyrical music to enjoying some clapping while the spider monkeys are running around. I think that's us trying to kill them. I don't think so, because we wouldn't do that. Well, this is really fun, and I hope you enjoy it.
name is Deborah Woodall-Rutledge, and I'm the band director at Southwest Middle School here in Lawrence and an executive board member. It's my privilege to introduce our next conductor, Dr. Emily Rosen, who is the Assistant Professor of Instrumental Music at the University of Kansas. She will be accompanied by narrator Mr. Colin Watkin, who is the band director at Billy Mills Middle School here in Lawrence. Please help me welcome these two fine music educators to the stage.
This is the story of John Philip Sousa. Sousa was an American hero, a great band leader, conductor, composer of all kinds of music, a patriot, a sportsman, writer of novels, short stories, and plays, and the composer of 136 of the greatest marches ever written. He was born in Washington, D.C. in 1854, the son of immigrant parents. His father Portuguese, his mother Brazilian. His father, Antonio, was a trombonist with the great band. John Philip started attending Marine Band rehearsals at the age of 11, sometimes playing the cymbals, the triangle, or the alto horn. As he grew up, he learned to love hunting and fishing and competitive sports, especially baseball and boxing. He also became a very good violinist. At the age of 13, he enlisted in the United States Marine Corps as an apprentice musician. He continued to receive musical training on the trombone, drum, fife, and clarinet. John and his father served in the Marine Band together. Sousa's formal musical training was coming to an end. He was playing the violin professionally and writing marches, songs, orchestrations, and arrangements. In 1880, at the age of 26, John Philip Sousa became the 14th conductor of the United States Marine Band. In 1889, Sousa wrote a march called Washington Post, which became a big hit across America and Europe. It was the success and the popularity of Washington Post that led to Sousa being called the March King. In 1892, Sousa left the Marine Band and became the leader of his own professional band, the Sousa Band. With the Sousa Band, he performed concerts across America. They were the most popular musical group in America, and that's where he became an American legend. In 1896, Sousa wrote the greatest march ever written, the Stars and Stripes Forever, the National March of the United States of America. By now, the Sousa Band was the most famous band in the world, and Sousa had become America's most famous musician. He and his band performed all throughout Europe and around the world, becoming more and more popular. Sousa continued conducting and touring with America's most famous band until after his 77th birthday. On March 5th, 1935, he conducted a band in Pennsylvania, concluding appropriately with the Stars and Stripes Forever. Later that night, he passed away in his sleep, bringing to an end the remarkable life and career of this great American band leader.
I'm going to try to do all my speaking right now. First of all, to thank everybody that has contributed to this event. I am so fortunate to know about this event for several years, yet this is my first time to get to conduct it, where I was actually in town. I've been asked a couple times, and now I know why it's so special. Thank you to all the people that made this as a dream. Professor Foster, I think this is the person, and you see the arrangement of this piece you just listened to. It was his dream and vision to see this, and I'd say it's living really well. To Gina, to Joanna, thank you for helping making this remarkable, and to all the directors in there that have peeked in the rehearsals. It's just so refreshing to see music education so alive here, and I'm not surprised. The music education community and the music community is very small, and you start to see people's names on paper, like the composer you saw conduct the first group, and then you meet them. And I met Gerard over a year ago, last November, 2 Novembers ago, at an honor band we did together, and we hit it off remarkably. And I was, as always, been impressed with how he writes, but then when we met the human being, even more impressed. And so when I spoke to both Gina and Johanna about the opportunity to switch bands between the two of us and have Gerard work with this group as well, they said, hey, if you can make it work, we'll do it. And so I thank them for that. And so what's going to happen now is this group is going to get to play Loch Lomond, which is remarkable. It's a beautiful setting that Gerard did, and I know you're going to love it. But before we do that, I want to give this as a gift to all of you, because they hadn't had a lot of time on this with Gerard. And it's a credit to their maturity and to the teaching that's been done by their band directors. So they have been remarkable, and to the parents, I get it. I've carted my kids all over the planet. And I still own one in college. Oh, sorry, did I say own? It feels like it's quite expensive. I just want you to make sure that if you can give them something special today, give it to them. They deserve it. They've worked hard. But I'm going to ask them, the students on stage, your parents, I want you to ask them, or anybody that you get to spend time with later today, what did you love most about today? Because we talked about loving music and passing it forward. What did you love most about today? It could be a moment in the music, a piece of the music, someone you met. But parents, I'm going to tell them now, they can't give you a one-word answer. So make sure you frame your question in a way that was, what was the best part of today? And they say, the music. At least that's 2. But I really do appreciate this opportunity, and you're going to love this setting of Loch Lomond. Please welcome my friend, Gerard Hall.
now time to recognize our multi-year winners in the blue band. Before I do that, I also want to thank our KU Top Jazz Band and their director, Dan Gailey. As you were coming in for the concert this afternoon, you may have heard a jazz band playing upstairs. They graciously donated their time and talents to be our lunchtime entertainment. So could we please give our KU Jazz Band and Dan Gailey a round of applause. Students in the blue band who received their 2-year participation award today, could you please stand and be recognized at this time? And our 3-year participants in both bands received a certificate and a medal. If you are a 3-year participant, please stand and be recognized at this time. We rarely have a 4-year participant, but we have one this year. So the student has been in the band 6th, 7th, 8th, and now is a freshman grade and is now a freshman. Eli Nowak, could you and your band directors, Mrs. Griffith, Mr. Rayport, and your parents, Kim and Eric, please stand at this time. And Eli, could you please come forward to receive your medal and certificate?
On behalf of the Kansas Sousa Honor Band organization, we would like to thank Dr. Parisi for joining us and being the primary conductor of the 2025 Kansas Sousa Honor Blue Band students this weekend. Dr. Parisi, your ability to make connections with students and get them to dig deeper in their musical selves was a pleasure to watch. Your enthusiasm for working with our students and your passion for music has created an experience for our students that they won't soon forget. On behalf of the Kansas Sousa Honor Band organization, please accept this token of our gratitude and appreciation. Dr. Parisi.
Thank you so much for coming today, for sharing your young musicians with us. We hope you enjoyed the concert. Music is a gift that lasts for a lifetime. Thank you for giving this gift to these fine young people and for supporting them in the process. Be sure to check our website for next year's audition information and music. It will be available after May 1st. Safe travels.